Christian Patriots. The referees for tonight, the center ref, Richard Parks, with his assistant, Art Murphy and David Blake. First, the coaches for the visiting Westview Wolverines. The head coach, Peter Stocksdill. With his assistant, Jamie Reichenbach. And the non-starters for the Wolverine. Number 6, defender, Lindsay Appel. Number 10, midfielder, Michaela Lane. Number 11, sophomore, Michelle Ortega, midfield. Number 13, freshman forward, Gracie Sanchez. Number 3, freshman forward, Kelly Tarantafilo. And the starters for the Westview Wolverines. In goalkeeper, freshman, Katie Catrambone. Number 2, freshman forward, Vicky de Guzman. Number 9, sophomore defender, Aaron Dummer. Number 19, freshman defender, Claire Roberts. Number 12, freshman midfielder, Eliza Roeder. And one of the co-captains, number 5, freshman forward, Melissa Rose. Number 14, freshman midfielder, Monica Sklar. Number 7, co-captain, freshman midfielder, Alex Siddell. Number 4, freshman midfielder and captain, Tina Sweeney. And number 16, midfielder, freshman Brenna Ustik. And number 8, freshman defender, Jessica Ziegler. And for the home team, Christian Patriots, led by head coach Rex Gastridge. And his assistants, Jason Aldos and Rick Johnson. And the non-starters for the Christian Patriots. Number 2, sophomore, Alicia Jones. Number 3, senior captain, Brittany Bundy. Number 5, sophomore, Brittany Kelly. Sorry, Britt. And number 9, junior, Brooke Cole. Number 13, freshman Amanda Rowan. Number 16, freshman Allison Bearden. Number 18, sophomore Vanessa Cessna. And the starters for the Harbor League champions. Number 1, junior forward Mary Willis. Number 4, sophomore defender Kayla Waitley. Number 6, sophomore defender Lauren Oldenburg. Number 7, junior midfielder Brittany Griffin. Number 8, junior co-captain midfielder Sam Heyer. Number 10, junior forward Sarah Johnson. At goalkeeper, senior captain Katie Whitelaw. Number 14, freshman midfielder Tarana Ray. Number 15, junior defender Deveris Prinicano. Number 17, senior defender Meredith Walsh. And number 25, freshman midfielder Megan Adams. If everybody would please rise for the national anthem.
Well, welcome everybody tonight to Wilson Stadium on the campus of Escondido High School for a girls Division IV CIF semifinal soccer matchup between the Patriots of Christian High and the Wolverines of Westview High School. The Patriots of Christian, no strangers to the CIF Division IV playoffs. They were finalists last year, losing a narrowed 2-1 decision to Francis Parker, and they're taking on the upstarts, the youngsters from Westview High School in Rancho Penasquitos, a brand new school this year in the CIF San Diego section, and they make their debut a memorable one. They run through the season, putting up some impressive results, and now they find themselves in the second round of the playoffs against Christian. Westview, a school with only freshmen and sophomores. Christian High School out in the East County and a powerhouse for years. And the Patriots kick it off. They're going left to right in the white jerseys. Blue socks, blue shorts and white socks. And Westview in the all-black road jersey. There's the first ball out of bounds, and let's give you the starting lineups. The home team, the number 1 seed in these playoffs for Division IV, the Christian High School Patriots. In goal for the Patriots, the senior, Katie Whitelaw. She has set numerous section records for saves, victories, shutouts at this level. Tremendous player. She'll be key. This Westview team should put them under some pressure, but right now it's all Patriots coming forward. Let's give you the rest of the lineup. In the back, number 4, Kayla Waitley, a sophomore. Number 6, Lauren Oldenburg, another sophomore. There's the ball forward at the edge of the box. And handled easily by Westview. Number 15, the junior, Deveris Pernicano, and number 17, Meredith Walsh, round out the defensive back 4 for Christian. In midfield, it's Griffin, number 7, Heyer, number 8. We'll talk more about those two. Number 14, Tiana Ray and number 25, Megan Adams. And there's Ray with the ball forward. Looking for Sam Heyer, one of the co-captains. Her pass intercepted. Taken there by the Wolverines. Up top, number 1, Mary Willis, and number 10, Sarah Johnson, a couple of talented juniors. And Christian continues to pile on the pressure. Westview really not able to get out of its own end here in the first few minutes of the match. Here's a restart and a free kick. Number 14, Monica Scalar to take this. Scalar, one of 10 freshmen in this Westview lineup. They start only one sophomore and another sophomore on the bench. Katie Catrimbone is their goalkeeper. Erin Dummer, one of those sophomores, in the back with number 19, Claire Roberts, and number 8, Jessica Ziegler. There's a cross into the box. Oh, and Whitelaw slaps it down and then gobbles it up.
For those of you that have not eaten dinner yet, there's nice hot pizza at the snack bars.
Scalar playing it up in the air to Tina Sweeney, who heads it on. In midfield for the Wolverines, it's 15 Ustick, 12 Roeder, 14 Scalar, number 7 Seidel, and number 4 Sweeney. With number 2 Vicky de Guzman and number 5 Melissa Rose up top for the Wolverines. Ziegler throwing it in. Sweeney with it, looking for de Guzman on the far side. There's a collection in the box and a shot to the far post. And it's just wide. Oh, and there's the first good shot from either team. Well, de Guzman took the first touch well, sized up the goal and fired it just wide. Goal kick, and the Patriots clear it to midfield. Johnson now doing battle with Ziegler. Heyer. And Heyer, right? Oh, it's Johnson now. Johnson at the edge of the box. She's got Heyer with her. And Claire Roberts clears for the Wolverines. Sweeney with a nice turn in midfield. Gets it back. All the way across, but intercepted by Megan Adams. Tough tackle there, no foul. Referee says play on. Good cut there, Willis. Back to Pernicano, up the wing. And that ball too long for anybody. It'll go out for a throw-in down to the corner flag. So the Christian Patriots having most of the play early on, but the Wolverines with the best chance of the game. That a shot from de Guzman from the right side of the penalty area. And a throw in for Ziegler. Both of the coaches in this game tonight, very well known throughout the county. Rex Gastrich, an institution in the East County. That ball headed away by Roberts. Still not out, and a shot. Sam Heyer's shot deflected over the crossbar. Rex Gastrich returning to the playoffs, trying to make another run to the finals. One of the few coaches in the county that's ever taken both a boys and girls team to the CIF championship. His assistants are Rick Johnson and Jason Aldis. On the other side, longtime Penasquitos coach Peter Stogstill. Oh, there's a first-time volley, and Catrimbone makes the save. Sam Heyer came all the way down the middle. Nobody picked her up, but she didn't get enough on that volley to beat the keeper. Now Willis, back to Heyer. Heyer still with it. Willis turning, got a little bit of space. And Scalar with nobody to help. Now she finds Melissa Rose. This is a talented young lady. One of the best freshmen in the county. And to throw into the Wolverines. I mentioned Coach Peter Stogstill of this Westview team. He has been up in the north part of the city for a long time. A fabulous player in his own day at Mira Mesa High School. Went on to coach at his alma mater, and several years ago won a CIF championship at Mira Mesa in the CIF Division II bracket. Now trying to build another dynasty at Westview, and he's got a great bunch of kids to start. Roberts, the sweeper. Out wide. Tried to find Roeder, and that ball out of bounds. His assistant, Jamie Reichenbach. And the first substitution.
Now entering the game for Christian, number 13, Amanda Rowan.
Amanda Rowan comes in, and she replaces number 14, Tariana Ray. Flicked on by Heyer. She was trying to find Johnson. Adams tried to flick it through the midfield to herself, and the Wolverines took it from there. Played out of bounds, throw in for Westview. I mentioned this Westview team, all freshmen, but for a couple of sophomores on the roster. The school only has freshmen and sophomores this year, part of the Poway Unified School District. They'll add another class next year. There's de Guzman playing it through Eustick. Just steps on it. Now Scalar. She pulls it back. She's double teamed. And a foul. Dangerous play, I believe, as Megan Adams was on the ground. Defenders holding their line at the top of the 18-yard box. Scalar with her hand up, waiting for somebody to make a run. Now here comes a player checking in. The ball's played over the top to the backside, though. Rose, the intended target. It's cleared by the Patriots. And Willis now collects it. Adams. She's got Heyer running here if she can get it to her. Heyer on the right wing with Johnson in the center. Good ball in, headed away by Roberts. Eustick up the line. You can see the field is a little bit wet here. I'm very surprised, frankly, that we're playing on a natural grass field with all the rain we've had the last week and a half. But this field looks like it's in pretty good shape, maybe a little bit soft. With some of the new synthetic grass fields in the county, I would have thought maybe we'd use those for these semifinals, but CIF section using this beautiful stadium here. This is a fairly new stadium. Johnson now intercepting, shoots just wide. Wow. Dangerous mistake made by the young Wolverine defense. And Sarah Johnson darting in at the edge of the box unleashes a left-footed blast that sails wide of Catronbone's near post. Katie Catronbone taking the goal kick. Adams now in the middle. Her ball probing on the far side. Who's going to get there? Griffin got to it. Brittany Griffin hustling, and the ball just crossing over the touchline. Or he's going to say that one over the end line for a goal kick, didn't he? No. That is a throw. Now, I thought it was out here on the near side. Griffin hustled down and kept it from crossing the end line, but then couldn't keep it in play when she tried to turn. Flicked on by Eustick. Scalar plays it forward. Pernicano. Into the middle for Heyer. Heyer with a nice touch to Johnson in the corner. Ziegler doing a nice job. Ziegler and Eustick very calm on the ball. And clear but not out. Griffin playing it first time, knocks it out of bounds. And Ziegler will have to play it from the sand trap, much like the golfers had to do at the Buick Invitational a few weeks back. Melissa Rose coming way back to receive that ball. De Guzman running ahead of her. Rose trying to beat Heyer on the dribble. Up in the air. Ziegler gives chase and doesn't quite clear it. Willis has it knocked away. Seidel doing a great job defensively. Adams turns. That took a deflection. It's going to be a corner kick. Oh, my. The referee's assistant fooled us all when he pointed to the goal. I thought for sure that that ball was out for a corner. He didn't see the touch, and that's the way it is. Catrambone to take this goal kick. Sweeney and Heyer go up, straight up in the air. The ball comes. Those same two battle again. Now it's Willis chesting it down. Scalar with it, and two players forward. De Guzman, oh, and she capitalizes on the mistake. She sprints away from one defender, pokes it and scores. Oh my! Westview takes a 1-0 lead. Lauren Oldenburg slipped and fell, and Vicky De Guzman took advantage. She burst in between two defenders and slotted it past Whitelaw for the goal. So 20 minutes into the first half, and the score, Westview 1, Christian 0. And the Patriots trying to come right back. Willis. Now Johnson with it. Griffin tries to find Johnson again. And Heyer goes up and over and is called for the foul. Sam Heyer, really the midfield general for this Patriots team. A dynamo last year, and she was essential in the Patriots' run to the CIF title game. Trying to take them back there, but now they've got a mountain to climb. The Wolverines have jumped on top 1-0. Really against the run of play. They haven't had much of the ball, but arguably they've had two of the best chances of this game. And De Guzman with her second shot puts it away. Sweeney with a nice tackle. Pernicano will throw it in. Rose and De Guzman all over that throw and really giving Meredith Walsh no chance. Walsh, one of only two seniors in this Christian lineup, so look for them to be back in the playoffs and in the hunt for a title again next year. I think that ball bounced up and hit somebody in the hand. The referee didn't see it. Johnson with it. Now she cuts, tries to get through two, and Seidel takes it. Seidel shielding now all the way back to her sweeper, Roberts, who clears it out across midfield. Eustick giving chase with Waitley, and Waitley plays it out of bounds. There's a long throw for Rose. It's flicked up by Waitley. Now Rose collects. Still with a player on her, holding. Oh, tough pass back for Alex Seidel. Higher. She's got two players running. Oh, and Ustick slips again. That's unfortunate. This field is wet and may have contributed to Westview's goal. Now Willis on the right side. Her cross low, and Sam Heyer couldn't get there in time. Rowand back to Pernicano. Flicked into the corner, really nobody there, and Aaron Dummer. Flicked on by Rose. Here's de Guzman flying up the right side. Look at the speed. She goes around one. She's got a player in the middle if she can get it there. Oh, Tina Sweeney had made the run into the box all alone. But de Guzman tried to pull it back instead, and it was poked out of bounds. Number 4, Kayla Waitley, doing a nice job of containing de Guzman on that right side. De Guzman's speed has really been the difference here in the game. Straight out of bounds again, and this time throw in for the Wolverines. Number 19, Claire Roberts, the sweeper, pushed all the way forward. She's got the long throw into the box. Now her cross, curling away. Oh, and the shot by Ustick over the bar. That ball was driven through the 6-yard box, curling away from the goalkeeper, and Brenna Ustick at the far post just couldn't keep it down. Sweeney heads it down for de Guzman. Now Griffin clears it long. Willis going to her left now. She's got some space. Willis still with it. Oh, and a last-ditch tackle by Roeder, and she might have saved a goal. Great play by Eliza Roeder. Willis with Roeder all over her. There's a battle in the corner, and Roeder wins it again. And her clearance goes off the Patriot player, and it'll be a Westview throw-in. Roberts heading it up in the air. Heyer takes it. Fends off one challenge, still with it. Willis with a nice little move to get around one defender. And Sweeney clears it for Ustick. Now Ustick needs some help. She's got Melissa Rose running for near side, and there's de Guzman on the far side. Oh, Waitley played it nicely. De Guzman again on the right side. She's got Rose in the middle. The ball took a deflection on the way in and will be a corner kick. Christian getting 4 players back defensively, but the ball took a deflection and went out for a corner. Patriots getting set to bring on some substitutions. I missed a substitution earlier for Westview. Kelly Tarantafilo, number 3, is now in the game for Westview.
Check his ID to make sure he's okay.
She replaced number 14, Monica Scalar. Whitelaw with a long punt all the way to midfield. Looking for Willis. And it'll be a throw in for Westview.
Matt, you do play by play.
Roeder. Rose slides it through to de Guzman. De Guzman back. And Christian intercepts it. Dummer with some good speed, staying right with Sarah Johnson. Griffin picks it off. Seidel to Sweeney. She can't control it, though. Dummer knocks it up for Eustick, and can Eustick keep it? No. Unlucky, though. The referee's assistant flag went up early. Referee didn't see it right away, but after catching his attention, referee stops play and a throw-in for the Patriots. And a substitution. Brittany Bundy, number 3, one of the co-captains of this team. Now in the game for Christian. Ball chipped into the box, and Catrambone handles that one easily. Tarantafilo to de Guzman. Sweeney. And Johnson tracking back, gets a gift. Roberts just knocks it out of bounds. We had a little sunshine when this game started, but the entire stadium now covered in shadow. About 10 minutes left here in the first half. The score, Westview 1, Christian nothing. This is the Girls Division 4 CIF semifinals. I'm Jeff Scott. You're watching a George Langevin video production from Wilson Stadium at Escondido High School. The only goal so far, a Vicky de Guzman goal. Put the Wolverines on top, and that's where we are still. Roberts dances through one tackle. Sweeney back to Seidel. She's got a player open across the field. She puts it in the corner for Rose. Rose turns, and it's cleared away for a throw-in. Laura Oldenburg making no mistake there. Now Heyer picks it up. Rose keeps it. Roberts driving it long into the box, looking for Sweeney, but headed away. Oldenburg doing a nice job. Offsides, yes. Number 7, Alex Seidel, trying to put that ball in quickly. Catch the Patriot defense stepping out, but the defenders were quicker. And caught 2 Wolverines offsides. Pernicano with a long drive across midfield. Roberts picks it up there for the Wolverines. Rose tried to flick it on, could not. Now it's Sam Heyer looking for Willis. She's got a player running out here. Bundy can't catch up to it. Ziegler. Rose just a little bit too long. Brittany Bundy, long throw, flicked on. Johnson gets on the end of it. Can she turn? Good speed down the right side. Johnson still with it. And it'll go off the defender for a corner kick. Nice job by Sarah Johnson. Johnson now with the left foot, driving it into the box. Heyer with a header on goal. And Catrambone makes the save. Wow. Sam Heyer has come right through the 18-yard box twice on corner kicks. De Guzman heads it up. Rose tried to get it back to De Guzman, couldn't. Megan Adams can't control, and the freshman loses it out of bounds. Aaron Dubber, long throw forward. Nobody there for the Wolverines, though. Heyer loses it to Seidel. Ball takes a funny bounce and will go Westview's way. Throw in for the Wolverines. Well, these young Wolverines showing an awful lot of composure. Many of these young ladies have grown up together, played together at the club level. Ustick fouled from behind. And a free kick. This is about 30 yards out. Everybody to the far side of the box with the exception of Ustick and Bundy. Right in at the goalkeeper, however. The ball takes a nice big bounce for Whitelaw, and she handles it easily. Katie Whitelaw finds Sarah Johnson. Johnson using her body well. To Willis. Willis. Adams to Heyer. Nicely done. And Seidel steps in and breaks it up. Willis wins it back. Adams and Sweeney battling, and it'll go out of bounds. Patriot ball. Heyer now, looking for a player forward. She's got Johnson at the edge of the box. Johnson stays on her feet, still with it, lays it back for Heyer. Heyer had 3 players to dribble through and just couldn't break down this Wolverine defense. Wolverines with 8 players behind the ball most of the time, defending a 1-goal lead. Tactically, these young freshmen have played brilliantly. I say young freshmen. I don't want to slight Aaron Dummer out there, a talented sophomore. Here's a substitution. Bundy's going to come off. Griffin will go back on. Griffin, number 7, to throw it in. Wolverines starting to have a little more possession now as they knock it around in midfield. Roberts. Sweeney lost sight of it, and Pernicano keeps it. Nice turn. Willis somehow keeps it. Now she plays it forward. That's Rowan. Rowan sees it tackled away from her. Number 12, Eliza Roeder over there, making the defensive play. That's a good battle on that far side. Less than 5 minutes to play here in the first half of this girls Division IV CIF semifinal. The Westview Wolverines leading the Patriots of Christian High School 1-0. Mary Willis pulls it back. Oh, it's flicked on. And a goal kick. Boy, I thought that might have taken a deflection in there. Brittany Griffin, number 7, I think, got ahead to it. Great ball by Willis, though. Katrin Bone. She's made a couple of big saves. And her goal kick goes out of bounds on the far side. Johnson. Johnson has been marked closely by Aaron Dummer throughout the first half. And she's kept the high-scoring forward in check so far. Johnson with 26 goals on the year and 22 assists. Of course, that's only second on this team to Sam Heyer, who has scored 30 goals and has 40 assists on the year, which is a new CIF single-season record. And these two are going to see if they can hook up one more time. Johnson to take the corner kick. Heyer at the top of the 18-yard box. You know she'll make the run in. There she goes. This time Seidel gets to it first and clears it away. Nice play by the youngster. Roberts heads it away. Rose tries to clear and can't. It's flicked on, but only as far as Willis. Willis with a nice back heel. Crossed into the box. This is dangerous. Sam Heyer at the edge of the penalty area. Steps over it again. Tries to cross, and it's blocked. Well, Rowan with a nice cross. She's got 9 assists on the year. And Alex Seidel just heads away. Eustick wins it from Griffin. Dummer plays it away. Rose with a touch. Here come the Wolverines on the counterattack. Megan Adams whistled for the foul. Christian fans didn't like the call. I think the referee got that one right. Claire Roberts driving it in. Rose tried to flick it on and couldn't. Roeder wins it. Sweeney plays it away quickly. Now Rowan for Christian. Heyer goes over the top. De Guzman leaves it for Sweeney. Over the top. Tarantafilo can't keep it in. And it'll be a throw-in for the Patriots. Not much time remaining here in the first half. A Westview throw-in. And a couple of soccer balls on the field right now. We'll hold things up. Westview looking to add to their lead. Roberts, well taken on the chest, and a long shot from way out wide. Wide of the near post by a good 5 or 6 yards. And Whitelaw's going to have to chase this one down. Oldenburg doing a nice job defensively. Really, except for that one slip. That was it. She's been rock solid back there. Now a substitution. Adams is going to come off. Number 14, Ray, will replace her. Pair of freshmen. They started in midfield today for the Patriots. Roeder showing you some nice skill there. Dummer. All the way across. Tarantafilo. Back to Roeder. Rotor up the wing, and there's really nobody there. Oldenburg's going to chase it down. Another throw-in for the Patriots. They'd love to be able to get a goal back here before the end of the first half. The Wolverines would love to get another one. Pernicano with de Guzman on her back. Finds Griffin. Higher. Johnson. Christian team starting to put together a few more passes. Ray all the way back to Oldenburg, the sweeper. Patient build-up by the Patriots. Ziegler heads it away. And Seidel finally clears it. Walsh knocks it out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in. Maybe a minute here. I don't know if the referee's going to add any time on. We did have one goal. Very few substitutions, no injuries, fortunately, here in the first half. Nice turn. Tarantafilo still with it. To Sweeney. Sweeney now turns. She's got a player out here wide if she can reach her. She tried to poke it through. De Guzman heads it down. De Guzman on the right side into the box. A sliding tackle by Oldenburg and a goal kick. Well, a great saving tackle there in Lauren Oldenburg. More than making up for the slip that she had earlier. And de Guzman thwarted. Well, really, de Guzman has been the key to this Wolverine attack tonight. Beginning of the night, I would have suspected that Melissa Rose would have been a little bit more dangerous, but the Patriots have contained her. Dummer clears it. Roberts racing through the midfield, intercepts. She pokes it forward to Sweeney. Sweeney looking. Finds Rotor. Rotor all the way back to Ziegler. Very patient play by this young Wolverine team. They're going to be a real force to be reckoned with in this county. I would imagine next year they'll move up to Division III and really face a good uni team at that level, as well as I know La Jolla, Coronado, University City, Scripps Ranch, all solid. And then 2 years from now, when they add juniors and seniors, they'll probably be up in Division I or II. Sam Higher into the box. Willis couldn't control it. Higher heads it right back in. Willis. They're going to try to get a chance here before the end of the half, but picked off. A left-footed shot, and Catrambone drops to her knees and makes the save. She thought about distributing it wide, but wisely punts this ball up to midfield. De Guzman running onto the header. Here she goes again. If she can get the cross off, there's numbers in the box. Cuts it back. Nope. She needs to play that cross a lot earlier if she's going to beat Oldenburg. And there's the whistle, bringing an end to the first half of this exciting Girls Division IV CIF semifinal. The score at halftime, Westview 1, Christian 0. We'll be right back with exciting second half action. I'm Jeff Scott. You're watching a George Langevin video production. And we're back here at Wilson Stadium on the campus of Escondido High School for the second half of the first Girls Division IV soccer semifinal between the Wolverines of Westview High School and the Patriots of Christian High School. The Wolverines with a 1-0 lead. A Vicky de Guzman goal about 15 minutes into the first half is the only score so far. And joining us here in the broadcast booth from the North County Times, Joel Sartan. Joel, thanks for coming up. What do you think of the game so far?
Thank you very much. Good to be here. And I think you should say we're actually on the broadcast booth, not in it. But got an entertaining game here so far.
A really good young Westview team with a mostly freshman, couple of sophomores, and really playing this Christian team straight up.
Well, that's very true. Of course, in the game of soccer, youth doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot. A lot of these players have a lot of club experience, so their youth really doesn't matter. And as we saw in de Guzman's goal earlier, they got plenty of speed, too.
No, they really do. De Guzman and Rose up front, very talented, very speedy. And you're right, this Westview team with all of its club experience, a lot of these girls grew up together, have played together for years at the club level, more so than some of the other teams around the county. So they're certainly not handicapped by starting out this season with the youngsters.
No, certainly not. And as these players get older and they're going to have more talented youngsters coming in, this program's only going to get bigger and better.
Well, North County Soccer, of course, is known for the talent that it has. La Costa Canyon, Torrey Pines, your alma mater, Rancho Bernardo, Poway, Mount Carmel, Carlsbad. You know, you go down the line, even Fallbrook this year with a bit of a resurgence in girls soccer.
It's definitely becoming much more competitive, even at the Division IV level. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe we're watching a Division IV game right now. I was just up at San Pasqual earlier this week to watch San Pasqual's match against, oh golly, I can't even remember right now. My mind's failing me. But, you know, that was a Division II game, and one of the top teams in Division II. This is a couple of the top teams in Division IV, and the quality of play is just right there.
Yeah, you really have a great players now in all divisions. We saw a shot right there by Rowan, number 13. Sarah Johnson now driving this corner kick in. And I think the Westview defense has figured out that Sam Heyer is the player trying to get on the end of all those corner kicks. They've marked her now after the third time through. Christian coming right back at Westview. Lots of possession by this Christian team, but really unable to break Westview down. Westview getting a lot of players behind the ball, showing a lot of tactical awareness for a young team, and then counterattacking quickly. Joel, you talked about the speed. They really are relying on that to hit them on the counter.
Well, you got to use what you got. And one thing that was topic of discussion downstairs in the booth earlier was that Westview is used to playing on the turf field that they have back at home. This is a grass field, a little bit chewed up, and it rained just as recently as last night, and they were afraid that might have slowed it down a little bit, but that doesn't seem to be really a factor. Speed overcomes all, I guess.
Well, yeah, you're right. It does. This field a little bit slippery. I've seen a couple of players slip and fall on both teams, but I don't think it's really favored any one team or the other. Joel, what do you think about these new synthetic grass fields that we're starting to see around the county? Westview's got one. La Jolla High was the first one to have one. Mira Mesa, San Diego High School. I mean, these really are fabulous playing surfaces.
Yeah, I've never actually played on them. I've never played on grass either, for that matter. But I hear a lot of good things about them. They reduce injury, much better traction, don't have to worry about weather, much easier to maintain. Kind of expensive, but it seems like they're a really good investment.
I look at this beautiful stadium here with this all-weather track and the new stands and the bleachers, and it's a shame to see this field so chewed up down the middle. You know, it's really tough to keep grass growing here in San Diego with all of the teams and all of the activities. You know, another sport just was added this year by CIF. Not by CIF, but a lot of the schools adding girls lacrosse to go with boys lacrosse. Last year it became a CIF sanctioned sport for the first time. We're going to see more and more use on these fields.
Yeah, lacrosse, even when I was in high school, which wasn't all that long ago, lacrosse was just a club sport, and it's taken off not only the boys and the girls. You've got football on it, soccer, lacrosse. You got the track team. Obviously they're running around on the track, but I'm sure they get onto the grass once in a while. And you even got the band practicing on it, during football season. So it's a wonder there's that much grass on it as there is tonight. But the synthetic field, that's another one of the big advantages. You can run on it all day and all night. Not going to see much of a difference.
That ball just a little bit too long for Sarah Johnson. Well, Joel, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for...
Thanks for having me up here. It's getting a little chilly, though. I think I'm going to go back downstairs.
That's right, back in the booth.
In the booth,
we'll,
as opposed to on it.
We'll stay
Yes.
on top.
Okay, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care.
Thank you.
That was Joel Sartan of the North County Times. Look for his reports. They do a fabulous job of covering high school sports in San Diego County, the North County schools especially. They cover the private schools as well as the public schools. And it's nice to see a local North County product. Joel, a Rancho Bernardo High School graduate, went on to San Diego State and now back in the North County covering local sports. Well, the second half has opened up much like the first half. Christian putting some pressure on. Westview absorbing all of the pressure and trying to counterattack when they can, all the way back to Catron-Bone. A good battle there in midfield, and Rowan comes out with it. Mary Willis doing a real nice job, really unsung. Heyer and Johnson get most of the headlines in the East County newspapers that I've seen and the Union Tribune, but I'm very impressed with how Mary Willis holds the ball. She's really a real true target forward with Johnson running off of her. A hard tackle and throw in for the Patriots. Sweeney didn't agree with that call, but she's not going to sway the referee at all. Eustick. Oldenburg handles it. As the game goes on, Christian is going to have to press for an equalizing goal. Will the Wolverines succumb to the pressure, or will they find openings at the back and take advantage? That's what we'll have to wait and see as this game unfolds. Sam Heyer for Rowan. And de Guzman all the way back defending. Doing a nice job. Rose for Roberts. Roberts has really moved up into midfield now. When she started this match, she really was playing as a deep-lying sweeper. Ziegler has replaced her, and Roberts has stepped up with Sweeney and Seidel in the middle of the park since Monica Sklar went off. And I don't know if Sklar is injured. I saw them trying to tape an ankle, but perhaps that injury has really changed the tactics of the Wolverines here. Ziegler, Roeder, and Dummer playing really a back three with Roberts in that defensive midfield spot along with Seidel. De Guzman has come all the way back now. She's playing the right midfield. Oh, here's a chance. Good cut. Willis still with it. Willis loses a player. Oh, there's the cross, and Johnson just couldn't quite get to it. Tarantafilo clearing it from danger, but Sarah Johnson with a golden opportunity, and the ball just skipped right by her. Waitley to throw it in. Willis doing a great job in the box to create that opportunity. And there she is again. Waitley. Not quite over the goalkeeper's head. Katie Catron-Bone making a nice save. Standing her ground. Walsh can't keep it. Sweeney to the far side. Now here comes Oldenburg. Flicked on by Heyer. Rowan. Throw out to Philo, battling there with Waitley. Waitley wins it. Referee decided to let that one go. I thought maybe there might have been a foul, but Sam Heyer going over the top to Mary Willis. Willis along with Ziegler. Willis plays it by. Still with it at the edge of the 6 box. She'll shoot it herself. And cleared out by Aaron Dummer. What a goal line save. Adams is knocked to the ground. We'll have a free kick from the top of the arc. But what a great sequence there. Mary Willis driving into the box. Ziegler turned her aside. Her shot beat Catronbone, but Aaron Dummer was there to clear it off the line. And now Sam Heyer is going to line this shot up from about 25 yards out. Remember, the top of that arc is 22 yards. The wall bouncing up and down, chipped to the far post and wide. Well, the 3-man wall did its job and distracted Heyer just enough and forced her to shoot it wide. And a substitution here, the first one of the second half. The co-captain, Brittany Bundy, coming back on. She'll replace Brittany Griffin. Bundy going all the way to the far side. Catronbone's going to take this goal kick. There's another slip, and look at Sam Heyer controlling it in the wet turf. De Guzman chests it down and cleared by Seidel. Pernicano out wide. Adams chips it in the middle. Willis over the top. Rowand brings it back out. Heyer to Willis. And her shot sails wide. Goal kick. Really some of the best pressure we've seen tonight from Christian. The Patriots haven't really gone away from what they've done all year. Johnson and Willis, the two forwards, doing a real nice job. Although Amanda Rowan's really pushed up now and playing like an extra forward. Willis has dropped back a little bit defensively, but every time they attack, she's right there in the thick of it. Now Heyer collects it. Knocked out of bounds. Another throw in for the Patriots. The Patriots really pushing now. Throwing an extra player forward when they can. Square ball, top of the box. Shot by Heyer over the crossbar. Oh. Well, she had an open look at the goal, and she couldn't get it on frame, and that might come back to haunt the Patriots. That was really a good look at the goal. The Wolverines with some very tight man marking at the back. Dummer has been shadowing Johnson all night. Roeder is matched up with Rowan here on the near side. And speak of those two, there they go. Rowan with lots of pressure and a throw in for Christian. So here's another chance. A throw in deep in Westview territory. Adams to Willis. De Guzman does a nice job to get back. Since De Guzman has dropped back into midfield for the Wolverines, she's really done a nice job defensively. Tracking back. Running down. Adams in this corner. On the flip side, her speed up top has been missed. They've not been able to get untracked offensively. Willis, oh, the touch that got away. Rowan still with it, battling through. Pernicano heads it down. Walsh now driving it up the field, but can't get it over Ustick. Bundy. And you can see it's real sloppy on that far side. Player slipping and falling. Now higher. She's got a player in a corner. Is she going to keep it herself? Her cross knocked it out of bounds. Throw in. The Patriots. Sweeney heads it up and out. And Melissa Rose, who's been really at midfield, comes all the way back to get it. Sweeney holding. Mary Willis still. She's got a player out here. It's 2-on-1, and de Guzman makes up the ground quickly. Adams with her left foot into the box. Dummer. Oh, Dummer cleared it, but not far enough, and Christian couldn't get the shot they wanted. Adams and de Guzman really battling here on the near side. Great job by both players. It was Brittany Bundy at the far side who couldn't get that shot on goal. Took kind of a funny hop on her. Shot far post, save. Catch from Bone. Great job. Sam Heyer can't keep it, and Sweeney starts the counter going the other way. Seidel in the middle. Roberts blasting it forward. Rose on the left side. She's got one player to beat. And a good sliding tackle by Lauren Oldenburg. You know, that's the second time we've seen Oldenburg really make a game-saving tackle. And here's two substitutions. Gracie Sanchez is going to come on, number 13. She'll play up top and provide a little more attacking spark for this Wolverine team. And Monica Sklar, who started the game in the center of midfield, she'll come on and replace Claire Roberts. Sanchez scored in the quarterfinals against Bishops. A 2-1 victory for the Wolverines. I had the chance to watch that game, and she's really a spark plug up front. Sklar working with a heavily taped ankle. Christian coming forward with 6 players. Ball hit the referee in the middle of the back, however. Comes back the other way. There's a player out wide if Rose can find her. Ustick. Oldenburg, and another strong tackle. The sweeper really doing a fine job. We're almost midway through the second half of this Division IV girls semifinal. Westview leading 1-0 on a goal by Vicky de Guzman in the first half. I'm Jeff Scott. This is a George Langevin video production. There's a shot from Seidel, and it goes wide of the post. There's a good chance. 30, 35 yards out. You're up 1-0. Why not have a shot from there? Heyer now has come very deep into her own end to win that ball for Christian. She plays it forward. Rowan can't get on the end of it. Willis now really playing in tandem with Heyer in the center of midfield. The two of them trying to wrest back control of this match. And the lights on here in the stadium. The temperatures drop down. It's a little chilly right now as we go into the last 20 minutes of the game. Tina Sweeney plays it into the box, gets it back. Oh, and there's a deflection, and who's going to get there first? Whitelaw doing a great job coming off her line. She beat Melissa Rose to the ball. Gracie Sanchez also right there for Westview. Roeder loses it though, and Rowan's got a player on the far side if she can find her. Sam Heyer now running through the midfield. Oh, and a nice ball. Can she get it back? Yes, she does somehow. Oh, there's a good ball in. Bundy, her cross deflected? No. Out for a goal kick. Bundy just unable to make solid contact on that cross, and it went behind for a goal kick. Sweeney whistled for handball. Pernicano will put it down and take it quickly. Christian now pushing extra players forward. They're still playing with 4 at the back, however. And with only 2 Wolverine forwards, I think they need to maybe push one of those defenders forward or take one off and put another attacking player on. Seidel clearing it out wide. Eustick looking for Rose. And Pernicano gets there first. Let's see what Coach Gastrich does to find the tying goal for this Patriots team. Or will Westview hold out? That is the danger that you risk when you put an extra player forward. And yet it's what you need to do if you don't think you can get the goal otherwise. Now here's the ball wide for de Guzman. Johnson now breaks away from a couple of tacklers. She tried to cut back, though, and Sweeney made her pay for it. Now Sklar. Seidel under pressure, showing a lot of patience, though. This Wolverine team really knocking it around now, making Christian chase. Westview playing well with a 1-goal lead. You can see these players understand that they've got to keep possession and they can't just give the ball back to Christian. De Guzman. And the ball really flowing through the Westview midfield right now. Now here come the Patriots, but not with as many players forward. Ziegler gets to it first, beats Johnson to the ball. And the Patriot midfielders not getting forward as quickly as they were earlier in this game. Maybe they've run out of gas. Bundy chests it down. Willis. Waitley from way outside. And Catrimbone watches it sail harmlessly by. Neither of these teams have made a lot of substitutions, which makes you ask the question, how deep are the benches on either of these teams? And we've got a foul, and it'll be Patriot free kick. It's been a very clean game. Very few fouls. 2 teams that have played very hard, ran hard, tackled hard, created lots of opportunities. It's not lacked for chances. Now there's a shot from Sam Heyer, and it takes one hop right to the goalkeeper. Christian not going away. Rowan trying to hold it. De Guzman and Adams running. Johnson ends up with it somehow. There's a nice square ball. This Christian team also showing a lot of poise and patience. Johnson in the box, tries to turn. Oh, just bounces away from her. Now Waitley. Waitley's really pushed forward now on this near side. Heyer. All the way across. Bundy. Can't control it. And really only one player forward, and that's Gracie Sanchez. Johnson tries to turn. Really no space. And a goal kick. And a substitution. Bundy is going to come off. Griffin is going to replace her. Griffin, of course, started the game. Those two have alternated throughout the match tonight. One Brittany replacing another. Gets a shout out from the crowd. Waitley, long throw. Finds Johnson somehow. Good turn by Willis. Boy, dances past a couple of defenders. Stiff arms one. Tries to get through again. Here's a chance. And cleared nicely by Aaron Dummer. Well, it's really been the defensive play of the back three for Westview that have contained this high-scoring Christian offense. And another potential substitution. We're going to wait and see what happens. Peter Stogg still content to watch his charges hold this 1-0 lead. Here comes Gracie Sanchez the other way. Sanchez, not with a lot of speed, but a lot of skill and very tenacious. Rides off one tackle. Can she get past the other? Oldenburg wins out again. Sanchez battling since she's come on. She's really more of a target player than either of the other players that have played up front, Melissa Rose or Vicky de Guzman. And the ball headed out for another Westview throw-in. Boy, de Guzman showing that speed coming all the way from the right side over to the left side. I mean, she sprinted the entire width of the field to win that tackle. Went out of bounds on her. There's a handball, yes. And a free kick for the Patriots. Taken very quickly. And de Guzman again recovered. Waitley trying to find Johnson. It was intercepted there. And this Patriot team frustrated at not being able to find an opening in the Westview defense. Gracie Sanchez stays on her feet somehow through the mud and the muck and earns her team a corner kick. Nice job. I don't know how Sanchez stayed on her feet, but she battled through a couple of tackles and a bog on the far side. And Melissa Rose is going to go over and take this. Rose and Sanchez both scored for the Wolverines in their quarterfinal victory over the Bishop School. Curling it in. Oh, and Whitelaw let that come down to about chest height and nearly watched Seidel punch it in. Johnson with a nice touch to bring that ball down. But she just can't get away from de Guzman, who's just been a thorn in her side. Rowan goes down, no call. Willis wins it. Willis to Pernicano. Pernicano now surging up from her right back position. A hopeful ball into the box, but really not a good cross that was headed towards a Patriot teammate. Now, Willis has moved really deep into midfield. she's probably 10 yards behind Sam Heyer. And she really was the most effective forward, I thought, in this game for the Patriots. So I'm really surprised that Coach Gastrich has dropped her that deep into the midfield. Here's a substitution now. Number 14, Ray, the midfielder, replaces Pernicano, the back. So here we have it. There's our midfielder for a forward substitution, putting on an extra attacking player. Heyer and de Guzman collide. Guzman works hard, but plays it out of bounds. Adams. And another throw in for the Patriots. Flicked on by Ray, but cleared. Waitley now. Oh, she's got a player in there. Adams trying to get the cross in, but Ziegler all over her. Now a good turn, and now we'll have a corner kick. Megan Adams and Jessica Ziegler battling down there along the end line. And the left footer Ray will take this. Low drive into the box, takes a deflection, a shot and a goal. Adams, number 25, pokes in the loose ball and ties this game at 1. And the substitution for Tiana Ray pays off instant dividends for Coach Gastrich and the Patriots. The extra player in here, and she comes right off, and Pernicano goes back on. So the Patriots get the tying goal and go right back to the 4-4-2. Now the Wolverines are going to have to come forward and get another goal. And it's no less than we expected from these two teams. 5 minutes left to go in regulation. Christian High School and Westview High School all tied at 1 here in this CIF Division IV semifinals. From Escondido High School, I'm Jeff Scott. You're watching a George Langevin video production. And at 1 apiece, this is setting up for a classic ending. Westview in its first season of competition of girls soccer, trying to get all the way to the CIF finals. Christian, finalists last year, trying to get back. Catrambone off her line, takes that drive, and she'll punt it out. Well, Christian never stopped coming forward, and they got rewarded with a goal. Now here come the Wolverines. Melissa Rose, we haven't seen her run at the defense much. Her cross knocked down. De Guzman leaves it for Seidel. Willis now, it's 3-on-4. The Patriots couldn't get forward though. Scalar into the corner for Eustick. Can Eustick chase this down? No, just out of her reach. Well, the Wolverine attack is now sparked up a little bit. Heyer, the captain, knocked to the turf. No call. Throw in. She wanted a free kick. Referee was having none of it. Sweeney looking. Eustick now getting in on that left side. Melissa Rose with a cross. Oh, de Guzman might have gotten to it, but Gracie Sanchez just poked at it and deflected it enough that de Guzman couldn't get there. Willis to Rowan. She's got Johnson forward. She's got one player to beat if she wants to take her on. She's going to try to run by her. Here comes Erin Dummer with a nice tackle in the box, and she wins it and knocks it away. Now the goal scorer, Megan Adams. Her cross deflected by Sweeney. Cleared, but not all the way out. Oh, and it'll go over the touchline. De Guzman trying to find Gracie Sanchez. And Waitley knocks it away. And a substitution. Monica Scalar coming off, limping badly on that heavily taped ankle. She gave it everything she had tonight, and Claire Roberts is going to come in and try to take over in the midfield. And Roberts leaves the first ball for Sweeney. Out wide for Eustick. Eustick now getting involved much more. We haven't called her name here in the second half much, but starting to get herself in the game. Melissa Rose with the ball. Back to Eustick. Oh, and Roberts nearly had it fall to her feet. Roeder will gobble this up and throw it in. Roberts now really pushed forward. Not in the defensive midfield role we saw her in earlier. Coach Stogstill has sent her in to attack and go forward. And the Wolverines are going to look for the go-ahead goal once again. Here's Roberts to take the throw. Megan Adams, the little goal scorer for Christian. Rowan shielding, using her body, but Sweeney intercepts. Sanchez couldn't get on the end of that. And it'll go out for a goal kick. Great hustle by Gracie Sanchez, but Lauren Oldenburg doing a nice job. And Oldenburg probably going to thank Megan Adams for scoring this second half goal here. Gets her off the hook for that slip that Oldenburg had earlier. Other than that, Oldenburg's played a perfect game. She's really been rock solid in the back for the Patriots. Her timely tackles and leadership back there have really made the difference. Seidel chests it down and plays it square through the midfield. Roberts taking it. Melissa Rose. She turns, she's got some space. She's running at the defense now on her left foot. Sanchez, offsides. Oh my. Just to make sure, though, Katie Whitelaw made the save as Gracie Sanchez came bursting through on the right side. A free kick, and Whitelaw didn't know she needed to take it. Maybe 2 minutes left to go here in regulation. Of course, if this game ends in a tie, we will have overtime. A long shot from Claire Roberts, and Whitelaw gathers it in. Two 15-minute overtime periods. I believe it is golden goal still. Which means any goal scored in the overtime periods will immediately end the game. If the game is still tied after 2 overtime periods, they will take kicks from the mark to decide the winner. Oh, Griffin lost the handle on it, but Pernicano's there to clean it up, and that's why she was put back in the game by Coach Gastrich. Sweeney steps through one tackle, finds Eustick on the far side. Brenny Eustick slips and falls down. The mud is really much worse on the far side than it is here on the near side, and you can tell as players are slipping and falling and struggling to keep their feet. The stadium clock has now been turned off here at Escondido High School. We are into injury time, added time at the referee's discretion. I don't know how much he'll put on. Great through ball for Rose, but Whitelaw's there. Whitelaw punting it up to nearly midfield. Shoulder to shoulder, and the referee does blow the whistle. I thought maybe he would let Westview play. They had possession and the advantage. I think Coach Stogstill is just as happy he's got a free kick now here in the waning moments. 4 players forward, really not a lot. Sweeney knocks it down. It takes a funny bounce. Higher heads it out. De Guzman, maybe the shortest player on the field, getting ahead to that ball. Sliding save. Whitelaw. And it's cleared across the goal mouth dangerously. And we've got a whistle and an injury. Yes, De Guzman and Gracie Sanchez running into each other. And they're waving Coach Stogstill on. Let's hope that this isn't dangerous. We'll take a break and come back after we find out what's happened. And the referees have decided to end regulation. There were only 10 seconds left at the time of the injury. So both teams have retired to the sideline. It is 1-1 at the end of regulation here in the CIF Division 4 semifinals. Westview High and Christian High will now go into a golden goal overtime period. There'll be 2 golden goal 15-minute overtime periods. The golden goal means if either team scores, they win. And we get set to kick off in the first overtime period of the Girls Division 4 CIF soccer semifinals. A big collision there, no call. We're all tied at 1. The Patriots of Christian High School and the Wolverines of Westview. Westview, a first-year school from Rancho Penasquitos, playing in their first ever CIF semifinal. Their first playoff game in the history of the school was Saturday night against the Bishop School. Oh, and a ball looking for Sarah Johnson. Catrambone makes the save. Christian, of course, no stranger to the Division 4 playoffs. They've been here so many times. Semifinalists probably the last 10 years in a row. I'll have to look that up. Finalists last year, they lost 2-1 to Francis Parker. Willis probing into the box. Somehow it stays in play, and Seidel clears it out. Oh, and she's going to get a free kick for her trouble as well. As we start this overtime period, I want to point out the substitution. Vicky de Guzman has gone back up front to play with Melissa Rose, replacing Gracie Sanchez. Kelly Tarantafilo is back in at the right midfield spot. Another throw in for the Patriots. And all the Patriot players up and standing at their bench. They know what a goal means. Another trip to the finals. Rowand. Pernicano. Into the box. Johnson can't quite latch onto it. Robertson Sween now walking it up through the midfield. There's a ball over the top for Brenna Eustick, and it's too far. It's a race. Oldenburg beat de Guzman to the ball. Adams battling Tarantafilo. Nice turn. Oh, and she slipped. And she had some help as well. A little nudge from behind, and a referee awards a free kick. Mary Willis is going to take this. She's got 5, 6 players lurking at the edge of the box. Adams is going to lay it back to her. Shot from outside, and it skips just wide. Wow, what a powerful shot. A good 25 yards out, and Mary Willis let it fly. Rowan has stayed up front with Johnson. Willis remains in the center of midfield with Sam Heyer. Adams, who started the game over on the right side, is now playing on the left side of midfield. And Griffin, who's on the ball right now. Oh, tried to find Adams, couldn't quite get it. And Christian has not let up from the opening whistle. They have attacked this team. They have pushed at Westview. And defensively, they've been quite strong as well. To their credit, Westview has played a marvelous game defensively. Their young defenders have been very organized, quick to the ball, and tactically, they've been very smart on the counterattack. Waitley sees it knocked away from her. It'll be Westview's ball, and nobody on the Patriot bench is happy with that. Seidel trying to step between two players, can't. One of the things that you don't see this Westview team do at all, and I love to see this, is a sign of a well-coached team and a talented team, is they don't just whack the ball up the field. So often in high school, we see coaches who look for results at the expense of style, and this Westview team has plenty of style, plenty of flair. Here's Roberts knocking it into the box. Eustick, can she get on the end of it? No. Megan Adams shields nicely. She scored the lone Patriot goal so far tonight. Tina Sweeney intercepts, but Oldenburg gets it out. Sam Heyer now with Mary Willis running with her. Mary Willis, a big, strong player in the middle of the park right now and starting to assert her dominance. Little body bang in there, and Roeder chases this down. Sam Heyer still on the ball. Roeder knocks Heyer to the turf. And the crowd, of course, incensed on the near side. That was just a bump. Pernicano. She going to take this or leave it for Willis? Willis, I think, is going to shoot this ball from 25, 30 yards out. Shoots it. Oh, and right at Catronbone. Hits her in the letters. Well, that was a bullet, but right at the goalkeeper. And so far, all the chances have been for the Patriots. You can see why this Christian team scores so many goals during the regular season. Their relentless attack and the skillful players that they have up top. Johnson, Willis, Heyer, Rowand. They never give up. Throw in on the far side. Roberts intercepts, though. Roberts with a sliding tackle. Cannot keep it. I want to mention all of the players for these two teams, even the players that haven't gotten in tonight, because they have contributed so much to the success of their teams. Here goes to Guzman down the left side, flying in. She's got a player in the middle of the box if she can find her. It's Sweeney trailing. Oh, and she couldn't get it onto her right foot. You saw her try to bring it back. Michelle Ortega, another sophomore on this team. We haven't seen her yet. Or Lindsay Appel. Not getting in tonight, but really contributing to this Westview team this year, and we'll see them in years to come. De Guzman taking the deflection. Also, Michaela Lane. We haven't seen her yet. But another weapon that Coach Stogsdill can bring in off the bench. For the Patriots, number 18, Vanessa Cessna. Number 16, Allison Bearden. Number 9, Brooke Cole. Number 5, Brittany Kelly. And number 2, Alicia Jones. All at the ready for Coach Gastrich if he wants to go to his bench here in overtime. We're tied at 1. The Patriots and the Wolverines in the girls CIF Division IV semifinals. This is the first golden goal overtime period. Any goal will end this match. Melissa Rose playing it wide for Sweeney. Sweeney on the left side. Oh, she gets by one player and is taken down by the next, and a free kick in a dangerous spot. I want to mention on the far side, the paramedics have arrived. And the reason that Gracie Sanchez has not re-entered the game is she was injured right there at the end of regulation. Our best wishes and prayers go out to Gracie. We hope that she's fine and that she'll be able to recover and play many more soccer games. Gracie, only a freshman, with a bright soccer future ahead of her. Cleared by the Patriots. Now it's Christian on the counterattack. Johnson with a player over on this side. Catron-Bone races out and clears it. Pernicano up in the air to higher. Pernicano's going to chase this down. And Walsh. Now, I mentioned the marking by the by the Wolverine defenders. Let's not forget the job that Meredith Walsh, the senior, has done on Melissa Rose tonight. Rose, a real dynamic attacking player. Maybe one of the best freshmen in San Diego County at any division. And she's really been held in check by Walsh. Griffin, Willis. Splits the defense. Ziegler clears. Nice job, Waitley. On the near side here for Adams. She's got the goal tonight. Megan Adams, the freshman, number 25. Oh, and her cross really intended for the far side. Skipped away from her. And Catron-Bone handles it easily. Now Catron-Bone all the way out to midfield. What a great punt. Walsh heads it up, but not out. Rose. Rose and Walsh still battling. Now Rose gets away from her markers. Waitley gets a toe in. Sweeney's got a player on the far side. Now it's Claire Roberts from 30 yards. De Guzman. She's got the Wolverine goal tonight. De Guzman still with it. Seidel's got a player out here. It's Eustick all alone. Drives it across the box and nobody there. That will go all the way out for a throw-in. Great ball by Brenna Eustick as she drove it through the 6-yard box. And some substitutions coming up. Co-captain number 3, Brittany Bundy, going to come back in the game and replace Griffin. The two of them have exchanged places all night. Coach Gastrick trying to keep some fresh legs on that far side. Can't be much time remaining. And Griffin looks to be a bit shaken up as well. Let's hope that she's okay. She's played a great game tonight. Out of bounds. Referee looks at his watch. Not much time here. There's not a lot of time in between. After this first overtime period, they'll turn it right around and start the second one. And again, this is golden goal here in the CIF Girls Division 4 soccer semifinals. Willis, she's got 4 players in front of her. And Sam Heyer's out here on the left, and that's who she finds. Oh, Heyer with a touch that got away from her. Oldenburg surging forward from her deep defense. Heyer heads it forward for Adams. Back to Heyer. Christian's showing some patience here. They've got numbers forward. Now Willis really getting herself forward at the edge of the box. Goes around Sweeney. One player to beat. Siegler stands her up, though, and Claire Roberts pokes it away, and there is the whistle. So we'll take a quick break, turn around, and start the second overtime period. It's all tied at 1 for the Wolverines and the Patriots. So we begin the second sudden death or golden goal, however you'd like to look at it. I suppose if you're a defender, it is sudden death. The second overtime period here from Escondido High School. This is the Girls Division 4 CIF soccer semifinals. Christian High School in the white, attacking as they have all night long, pushing numbers forward. Sarah Johnson from the edge of the box, a left-footed drive that's saved by Katie Catrambone. Katie Catrambone has really been up to the task tonight. She's faced a number of shots. Really, far more shots than her counterpart, Whitelaw. And except for a little scramble that got stuffed in at the near post on a corner kick by Megan Adams, she's really made all the saves she's needed to. Sam Heyer now. Seidel picks it off in midfield. You know, it has been a just colossal battle in midfield between Alex Seidel and Tina Sweeney versus Sam Heyer and Mary Willis in the second half of this match. And those two young freshmen for Westview have played the Patriots dead even. Great defensive play, but here come the Patriots still. Willis. Oh, it takes a deflection on the way in. And it'll be a corner kick. Oh, and Catrambone probably should have kept that in play, but I don't think anybody helped her out. Now Johnson will take the corner, or will she? No, a substitution will be made. Griffin will come on and replace Bundy. Christian sending everybody into the box. Johnson, and then it's out of bounds. Oh, a wasted opportunity. Coach Gastrich sending all of his Patriot players forward into the box and every Wolverine inside the 18-yard line to defend. Sam Heyer heads it forward for Johnson. Johnson versus Aaron Dummer. Oh, and a good save, and it falls to the feet and can't be finished, however. Katie Catrambone with a diving save. Melissa Rose now, the other end. It's end-to-end action. Rose still with it. Oh, she found the spot. Can de Guzman get there? No. Oh. Whitelaw comes off her line and makes the save. Boy, Melissa Rose just had that measured. She split the defense with her pass after running 40 yards with the ball. Willis and higher. Adams. Back to Willis. She's all alone here. Ziegler's going to have to come across and cut her off. Takes a deflection in. Katrin Bone makes the save. Katie Katrin Bone punting it up to Melissa Rose. Rose steps around one player, still with it, on her feet. Now it's 3-on-3 if they can hurry. Sweeney with de Guzman on the other side. Pushes it wide for de Guzman. De Guzman now. Back for Sweeney. Couldn't quite get to it. Griffin. Griffin up this wing. Willis is there with Seidel all over her, and it's knocked out of bounds. Well, I told you it's been a battle, and there was just another example. Two players that are exhausted. They've played up and down the field tonight, and we still don't have a winner. And it's going to be a shame that one of these teams is going to have to go home a loser tonight because both of them have played so well. Aaron Dummer with a nice turn and a clearance with a left foot. Dummer again finds Sweeney this time. Sweeney to de Guzman. She flicks it up and over Waitley. Can she run and get it on the other end? She's got great speed, but not that much speed. Eustick has gone over to the other side in this overtime period. Actually, she did in the other overtime period. I neglected to point it out to you. And Tarantifilo is on this side, the near side, playing the left midfield spot. I think Eustick was put in primarily to match up with Megan Adams of the Patriots. And so far, she's done the job. Rowand. Oh, she cuts it back. It's on her right foot now. Tries to get into the box. Still with it. And it'll take a deflection and be out for a corner. Yes, another corner for the Patriots. Well, the Patriot fans are on their feet. The players from both benches are on their feet. Wolverine coach Peter Stogsdill way up the touchline. Headed on goal, no, up and out. Griffin darting in from the penalty spot, heads it over the crossbar. And a good chance just missed by the Patriots. We're still tied at 1. We're about midway through this second overtime period. Oh, Ziegler hits it straight up in the air. Can she recover? Katrin Bone takes it before Johnson can even get there. Katrin Bone punts it out. Claire Roberts runs through and intercepts. Walsh with a long clearance. Oh, and a nice little move at the edge of the box. Mary Willis with a nutmeg and but Seidel recovers and steals the ball away. Well, that was just pride there. Alex Seidel hustling back. And a free kick for the Wolverines. And Seidel's going to take this as well. Alex Seidel looking for de Guzman. De Guzman really challenging on those high balls, even though she might be the shortest player on the field for either team. Griffin with a couple of players forward. And she needed to find Johnson and instead gave it away in the middle. Claire Roberts looking long. Oldenburg and Rose are going to have a race for this, and Oldenburg another sliding tackle. She does so well to win those balls. Johnson hustling back. Roberts recovers and heads another one away. A little more than 5 minutes remaining here in overtime. The second Golden Goal overtime in this Girls Division IV CIF semifinal. Will Westview go to their first CIF title game in school history? Or will the Patriots return to the finals and seek redemption for last year's loss to Francis Parker? A lot of drama as we get down to the final minutes. Katie Catrambone, not as much on that goal kick. There's a ball for Mary Willis. Willis from the edge of the 18. Aaron Tummer just somehow got a foot in, knocked it away. We've got a foul and a free kick for the Wolverines. A lot of hands on hips from both teams. Players are exhausted. They played 2 40-minute halves. We've played 25 minutes of overtime so far. So we're into 105 minutes of soccer. And still, it's 1-1. We're all tied up. Now Roberts, oh, she had a player U-stick out there and couldn't quite get it to her. Rose and Oldenburg battle. Rose with a great little move. Now she bursts into space. She's all alone. If she takes it herself, oh, and she's taken down, and we're probably going to have a card here. Melissa Rose burst between 2 defenders and would have clearly been on goal, and we're going to have a straight red card. Meredith Walsh, who's played a great game, is sent off with a red card. And now the Patriots will have to play the remainder of this game with 10 players. A free kick, but boy, what a big moment here. The breakaway by Rose, the red card on the play. Alex Seidel chipping it up and over, really didn't hit it well. And a wasted opportunity for the Wolverines. Both teams wasting good chances in overtime. Looking for you. So the Patriots, if they're going to get to the finals, are going to have to do it with 10. And they don't look to have pulled anybody back. They look like they're just going to play with 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, and 2 up top. And keep going forward. Well, they've done it all year. They've done it all night tonight. There's no reason for Coach Rex Gastrich to change his tactics now. Johnson. Pernicano. Willis has dropped much deeper in midfield. Sam Heyer can't control that, and de Guzman will knock it out. Now here's Rose. She flicks it up and over, and she's off again. Can anybody catch her? Rose in on goal. Saved by the goalkeeper, Whitelaw. Whoa, what a huge play that was. Katie Whitelaw, big-time save. Over the top again, looking for Rose. And it's Rowand looking for Johnson, but not there. Katie Whitelaw with a huge save on that one-on-one breakaway with Melissa Rose, and she's still pumped up. Out wide. Oh, and it took a good bounce for Christian. Griffin shoots it wide. Catron taking the goal kick. Not more than a couple of minutes left in this second overtime period. Can the Patriots hang on? They don't look like they're trying to hang on. They look like they're trying to win this right now. With 10 men, they're still attacking Westview. And this young Wolverine team has not broken in overtime. They did give up a tough goal in the second half. Megan Adams found a way to tie this match for the Patriots. Since then, it has been dead even. Now it's Rowan. Oh, it takes a deflection and goes past Katie Catron for the winner. Oh, my. Amanda Rowan with a shot that took a terrible deflection. And the defender is heartbroken, but the Patriots are ecstatic. The Patriots are going back to the Division IV CIF Championship. The Christian Patriots, 2-1 victors here over the Westview Wolverines. Amanda Rowan with the game winner in the dying moments of the second overtime period. Final score here from Escondido High School in the girls' Division IV CIF semifinals. The Christian High School Patriots 2, the Westview Wolverines 1. I'm Jeff Scott. You watched a George Langevin video production. We hope you enjoyed tonight's match. Wait till you see the finals, folks.